Welcome to Tran wins SIGNALIS. I will be doing a 100% playthrough, and I have taken several hours to plan out my route. There will be some things I will do that are deliberately inefficient to promote better story and cohesiveness. You can never open this door, but I'm going to 100% the game as well, which means filling up my map. Can't open this door either, and there is a puzzle solution down here. But I already know the solution, so I could just run north and do the puzzle. For the purposes of this walkthrough, we will be covering every document, reading them aloud, and picking up the solution instead of skipping them outright. If you want to skip a lot of the introductory stuff, I will be labeling chapters in this video for you. Of course, we'll also be looking at all the useless things too, for the flavor. I don't know if that really makes sense, maybe I'm not doing it right. The port controls panels. There has been a critical system failure due to the hard landing. The ship's control panel. Judging from the readout, there's no chance it'll ever fly again. The starboard controls panel. The controls aren't responding to any input, probably an electrical failure. The ship's control panel. It's a lost cause. The landing and docking assist monitor. It's of no use to me now. A faded photograph is stuck to the LDAM's controls. Pick up the photograph. Picked up photograph. Alright, so we can take a look. Inspect just lets you rotate it, but it doesn't look like it actually has much interaction that I've currently done. I've only played up to what I will show you, essentially. So this is a photograph that we'll be carrying with us, and that is the puzzle solution. I already knew what it was. It didn't change, but some save combinations do change. There's a door to the left, but we will be going there when we leave. This indicates that there's that I can use this as an exit. If it had an X, it means that door is not operable. LSTR features Repair Logic Module. Serving our great nation as ship technicians aboard the scout vessels of the Penrose program, LSTR-type replicas like yourself are equipped with a specialized Repair Logic Module, RLM, allowing them to quickly and easily repair both themselves and important mission equipment. Accessing the RLM function, enter the inventory screen by pressing Tab. Select the item to repair with A or D. Press F to open the command menu. Select the Combine option to enter Combine mode. While in Combine mode, select the second item to repair. Press F again to combine both items. To repair damage to the replica body, select a suitable repair item and simply choose the Use option from the command menu. If you think of this as Resident Evil and Silent Hill in space, these are basically your Resident Evil herbs and first aid spray and stuff like that. Sometimes it can be helpful to take a good look at an object from all sides. Select the Inspect option in the command menu to enter Inspect mode. While in Inspect mode, use WASD to rotate the item to look at it from all sides. Pick up the adhesive tape? Yes. Scout Vehicle Status Monitor. Status. Critical system failure detected. Location. Unknown planetary surface. Crew status. A. Yong. Gestalt pilot. No signal. LSTR 512 replica unit. Active. Mess hall. Hard landing on surface has damaged critical systems. We are a robot. Penrose-type vessel, Field Operations Manual. Penrose-type vessels of the Usan People's Navy are low-cost space exploration vessels deployed beyond the solar system's edge in the search for planets and moons fit for habitation or rich in natural resources to support the continuous growth of our great nation. All Penrose vessels are piloted by a Gestalt Scout Officer, supported by a Land Survey or Ship Technician Replika, LSTR. This partner system of Gestalt Replika cooperation has proved successful in countless previous Scout operations. Mutual control and support allow both the Gestalt Officer and the Technician Replika to perform at their optimal capacity. Once the vessel is catapulted towards the edge of the solar system by an orbital mass driver, the pilot may adjust the course from the flight deck, while the replica will take care of the mechanical maintenance of the vessel. Smeared diary page. Woke up from cryo in an empty mess hall. I was wondering, Elster still looking out in flight development, like something's lost in thought. Sometimes I feel like something is home. The game has a lot of atmosphere, and I also worry that I might be damaging its spookiness by 1, trying to explain things, 2, by basically blitzing the game. This is the back of the photograph. You can do this even if you don't have the photograph. Your character will follow your mouse cursor. You can turn it off, but then when you start aiming, your aim reticle will start on your person, no matter where you think you have your mouse cursor. 2 pieces of a key snapped in half lie inside the cryogenic pod. Pick up the airlock key, yes. A magnetic card that allows access to Penrose airlock controls. It's snapped in half. If I can find a way to hold both halves together precisely, it might still work. A transparent polypropylene-based pressure-sensitive tape that can be used for joining, sealing, attaching, and mending. A small roll of adhesive tape. Let's combine that. It's been mended with tape. The magnetic strip is lined up perfectly, so it should work again. And yes, that does work in real life. If you use a card a lot, you can put tape on it to prolong the card's lifespan. The lock is defective. The door cannot be opened. So these big X's indicate basically a door that I don't think you ever open. Again, I haven't finished the game or anything. I've been working on it, and I've been working on basically up to what you'll see me having finished recording. The reason why I'm touching every door is so that way when we look at the map, I get all the information. Again, I'm trying to 100% the game. So before we leave out this airlock, I will touch that door that we skipped. But I have planned out all my efficient stuff, so that way I'm not running around inefficient. You'll see by all the awesome item management shenanigans I've planned out. There's an AVA suit in the case. Use the airlock key, yes. So every now and then, you get basically a first-person perspective. I don't really like it. I feel very slow doing it. For this segment, you don't use WASD to move. You just interact with the screen. Your character will move forward. I can move the mouse around, and my character will look around, just like in the cockpit, but there's no point. I've also thought about disabling the mouse cursor for the recording purposes, because I thought it might impair your viewing enjoyment, but I think that would also make it impossible for you to see where I'm exactly aiming in combat. The video does super well, then I'll just make one actual speed run where I'm not reading the dialogue and where I am picking up items that are unnecessary, like documents I don't need. But otherwise, we'll end it with my explained, planned out runs. You just have to enter the hole, but again, I'm showing off everything. Take a look at these stairs. Looks like I found shelter here from the blizzard. There's no point going up again right now. She normally has something else to say about this though. There we go. Who made this place? There's a strange hole leading deep into the ground. There's a faint light glowing in the deep. Crawl into the hole? Yes. Once we finish this next part, we get into the first chapter, and the game begins. Normally, I think a player just immediately touches this book because it's glowing, and you never get to see this room. The door won't open. What could it possibly lead to? Of course, this room's very unimportant, but I'm giving you all the content, milking everything the game can offer. Where would this lamp get electricity from? Is this some secret underground base? A light switch. I'd rather not turn it off. An old wooden wardrobe. A heavy safe box wrapped in chains. A national flag. Dark pictures of a coastline and an island. Are they photographs? Faded text on the walls. I can't make out what it used to say. Textbooks on radio operation. They look old and worn. Old Imperial cereals. I'm pretty sure these are banned. The computer screen is blank. And a radio transmitter. It seems to be connected to the computer. An ancient-looking tome is lying on the table. It feels like it's calling out to me. Pick up The King in Yellow? Yes. Chapter 1. Synchronization. At least that's what I assume it says. I mentioned it's kind of like Silent Hill. I have no idea how we ended up here, and we still have a photograph, but this time it has color. You might think, okay, well, this must mean you're back in the past, and it's possible. But this photograph has a signature on the bottom right, which it didn't have before. And we'll be traveling back and forth through these kind of time periods or whatever's going on, carrying items between them, so I'm not exactly sure what's up. Bathroom stalls at various states of disrepair. I came all the way to find her. There's no turning back now. Welcome to S23 Sierpinski. You've been selected or have elected to be relocated by Aeon to S23 Sierpinski. Located on Ling at the frontier of the solar system, S23 Sierpinski is the perfect place for a new beginning. At our prestigious blank vocational school facility, you will learn new skills to shape your future as a productive citizen of our wonderful nation. Here you will learn all about mineral extraction, ore refinement, and munitions production, helping the war effort against the remnants of the Empire. And of course, learning is not just about theory. Aeon lets you earn your share while practicing your new craft, right at the workplace. Concerned about your family, friends, former colleagues, ask a protector about our ration sharing plan. A portion of your ration marks will be sent to a beneficiary of your choice. The surface access lift. I don't need to go back. This is where I came from. There's no point in going back. There's a keycard with a note taped to the window of the reception. Due to staff shortage, report new arrivals at Classroom 4C, Northeast. Pick up the receptionist key? Yes. Of course, if we don't look at it right away, we lose our chance forever. I'm not sure how much people are interested in that kind of stuff. A visitor pass for Aeon Facility S23 Serpinski. Use receptionist key and it's gone forever. The rule of 6. Remember the rule of 6. Never carry more than 6 items on your person. Private property is a privilege. Keep your pockets empty and your bag light. And mark all these as locked on my map. A dead Eule unit. She's in a horrible state. Infected-looking biocomponents are bulging out of her damaged shell. What happened to her that would cause this? Memorandum: Wall safe codes. It has come to my attention that at least one worker might be aware of the code broadcasting frequencies for the protector wall safes. Any workers connected to this leak are to be interrogated until the culprit is found. I'm restricting all radio privileges for workers until further notice. And there's more documents in the room. We'll sweep them up on the way back. To the right is a safe that you can go to if you know the code ahead of time. Sequence break the game and not have a pistol when you continue the rest of the game. An Elster unit. You should leave this place. This facility is lost. Turn back before it's too late. I'm looking for this woman. Have you seen her? I don't know her, but she might be one of the workers. All Gestalt workers were sent to the mine below the facility. If she's still alive, she's probably down there. There's an access elevator to the mine shaft 1 level below, but you'll need an administrator's key to use it. Protector key? Magnetic keycard for the observation room. S23. Mark that door. Mark this door. And she's got something under her, we'll find it later. Let's go and exhaust all dialogue options with her. I'll be out of here as soon as this repair patch stops from bleeding. You should get out of here too. I don't know who that woman is, but she's probably dead by now. You still want to go. Good luck. There's an access elevator to the mineshaft 1 level below, but you'll need an administrator's key to use it. If she's still alive, she's probably down there. You're not a protector, so I can't tell you any more than I already have. They decommission us both. I'll be out of here as soon as this repair patch stops on bleeding. Again, I'm just marking all the doors in case I haven't touched them. Keep records. Protocol everything. Remember, if you didn't write it down, it never happened. Get the right forms from administration and save your files frequently. Service request form, F20. Full protector ID of unit processing request ARAR S2303. You see a couple of these. And really the important thing is the description. Wall safe in classroom 4B keeps your setting to the default combination. What's the point of the whole radio code broadcasting system if our safe can only be opened with the code in the manual? And then this is the save thing. Now, this is kind of cool. Watch this. I'm going to continue without saving. Wow. Use the protector key. Getting the door to open after you've unlocked it is always a little bit gimmicky. What we're looking for is in the middle drawer. But we're going to open every drawer. Again, I'm going to show you everything that game has to offer. Memorandum, terminology. I announce the following by order of Aeon. Due to recent events in accordance with the new Aeon Public Interest Media Regulation AGM 87, the term blank, which is currently in use in various Aeon facilities, is no longer permissible and must no longer be used. Premises and departments that are currently using the term are to be immediately renamed. Management personnel shall black out the term from all signage and documents until replacement terminology is announced by Aeon. With immediate effect, usage of the term in conversation and correspondence is an offense, obscenity to the state, to be punished with 2 cycles of double work shift. It may not be easy, but we all have to do our part here. Always remember, our language shapes our world. A perfect world requires a perfect language. Can't pick up the card without picking up the gun first. We're going to pick up the pistol. We're not doing no pistol run at this time. Pick up an aperture card. And then take a look at the user manual. Type 75 pistol, user manual. The Type 75 pistol is a short, recoil-operated, locked-breech semi-automatic pistol chambered in 10 by 20 millimeters. This reliable, versatile handgun is the standard-issue sidearm for Aeon Protector controller staff. Replika users, remember to first equip the Type 75 pistol in the inventory screen to designate the pistol as your primary weapon for the targeting module. To deploy the weapon, hold right mouse button to disengage the safety and enter targeting mode. While in targeting mode, left click and F will both fire the weapon, R will initiate a reload. Remember, do not waste ammunition, for it is a resource of the nation. When a target is down, try to finish it off by kicking or hitting it with a baton to preserve ammunition. There are no batons, you just have blades or feet. Yes, we can equip it. I'm not going to. I'm actually going to unequip it. You're going to see why. Oh, hello. You don't belong here either, do you? I'm Isa Ito. You should be careful. There's something wrong with this place. I don't know what happened, but it's probably dangerous to go any further. That's okay, I understand. I have something I need to do too. Take care. I hope you find who you're looking for. Enemies you defeat will come back to life. Isa's note. Erica, if you find this note, despite everything that's happened, I've come to look for you. Use aperture card. Mon and Tokter, high security wall safe, numeric. This wall safe complies with USIN Public Safety Equipment Regulations 41 and 43 and features a high-density craft-style door secured with a numeric keypad. Proudly produced on HiMat by VEB Mon and Tokter Trestorknik. Instructions for use. Enter the code using the keypad. Press the confirm key in the lower right corner. If correct, a green light will light up. Rotate the dial on the left to open the door. To clear any previously entered digits, press the E key in the lower left. First time setup, enter the factory default code, 204512, to open the safe. While the door is open, enter the desired new code in the keypad. Press and hold the confirm key for 10 seconds until the green light lights up. There's nothing else in this room, even though it looks like a really fancy room. A dead Eule unit. Why was she abandoned here? As far as I know, they never leave the room. They'll always be in the room you find them in. And you can just evade them by leaving. No running in the hallways. Be mindful of your neighbors. Everyone can hear you run. The code was 204512. Pick up the classroom key, yes. Look at it right away. Magnetic keycard for 4C. Did I hit the door on the bottom? Yes, I did. Pick this up. There's also ammo here. 10 rounds of 10mm ammo. Your pistol will hold 10 rounds total. Okay, this is the point of no return. At least as far as I know, you can never come back here. There's a hole in the ground. Looks like I can drop down safely. Drop down the hole? Yes. I have no idea how she does a good landings with these blades for feet. Mark these doors. We have some dead bodies here. You can investigate this one. They will get up later. A dead Eule unit. The synthetic skin and hair on her head were replaced with a layer of thin, wet gauze. Parts of her polythene shell are missing, exposing her biocomponents. Wonder how this happened. The elevator is out of order. It's locked. West wing key required. Vertical map of S-23 Sierpinski. You have here a bunch of stuff. Don't need to worry about that. I'll be guiding you through the whole game. I need a protector identification card to unlock the elevator control panel. Pick up the service hatch key? Yes. A small tubular lock key. Nothing of note. There's 2 more bodies in here that'll also get up when you activate the next area. All I'm doing right now is I'm flagging these doors. Worker sleeping units. In facilities like these small caged bunks are all a Gestalt worker can call their own. The protectors have been worried lately. They're hiding something, and there's less of them. Blank, 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 ration plan keeps changing. Alina says I am imagining blank, blank, blank. At them, I can feel their fear like it's my own. What are they scared of? A worker's uniform. It looks old and worn. Alina's diary. Feeling a little lightheaded today. It's not that new flu that seems to be going around. Can't afford to miss any more shifts. That stork at the factory was chewing me out for what felt like hours for fainting at work the last time I got a cold. I haven't seen Elster the last few days. Hope she's okay. More and more people go missing in the mine lately, including replicas. Not even the protectors seem to be safe. Sprawled note. Kick them while they're down. Mark that door. Read this note. The lock on the staff door in A6 is jammed again, requesting a locksmith. Electronics reset key is nowhere to be found. I set up a lock-picking kit, but management bumped the elevator engines up in priority, so next shift we'll have to pick the lock. It's just trial and error at this point. Find me if you need the key to open the service hatch, or ask management, whatever. So once we hit that door, once we unlocked it, the enemies in this block and the one in the south quarter will wake up. So. It's not like you're on a time basis or anything, though. You're fine. This lock seems to be randomized. You just need to line up these black and white pin with this line down here. We need to get this lower, probably this high. Wait, I think I've got it backwards. Let's just hit this and figure it out. Oh, that's really close. A few of the puzzle solutions are randomized, including that one. Pick up the 10mm ammo? Yes. Pick up disposable stun prod? Yes. Electro impulse devices. Due to recent events, all facility staff members are encouraged to familiarize themselves with the use of electro impulse devices. We've been supplied with a shipment of EIG-2 disposable stun prods for training purposes. Please refer to the enclosed handbook for more information. Electro impulse spear at EIG-2. The EIG-2 stun prod is a single-use, short-range, disposable, non-lethal solution for incapacitating non-cooperative individuals. It can be equipped in the tool slots in the inventory screen. Once equipped, it will be shown on the lower left of the inventory screen. The EIG-2 stun prod can be used with one hand while on the move, and even while aiming with another weapon. Once equipped, to use the stun prod, simply press C when facing a nearby enemy. Warning, high voltage electric discharge may arc to individuals close to the target. Use with care. Do not deploy on elderly, pregnant, or individuals with known heart disease, unless absolutely necessary. Dispose of stun prod properly after use. Safe. We don't have the key to this. It seems to be the insignia of the safe manufacturer, and this code does get randomized. Memorandum while safe codes, and we've read this one. We'll find a few duplicates of stuff like that around. Wunderwaffen. Super weapons of our nation in the battle against the Empire. Hawk units. Get the East Main key? Yes. Interrogation report. Contraband found in locker. Result, confession. Punishment, no food. Recycles. Offense, illegal use of radio. Confession. Punishment, isolation, 2 cycles. You'll note that this is Michaela Wong. Wolfgang Wong. Offense, illegal use of radio. Result, expired during interrogation. No punishment. Franz Huo. Obscenity to the state. Passed out during interrogation. Double work shift, 2 cycles. Emily Wong, trespassing. Expired during interrogation. No punishment. Dump everything in, except for the key we need to grab that back. Here's how this menu works. By moving up or down, we can select to store things, which are on the top window, and retrieve things from the bottom window. We're just going to bring the East Wing key with us. We are not going to bring healing items, a gun, or ammo. We will, however, make a save because I am recording, and I do want to make it easier on myself in case I mess up what I'm going to say or do. There is a closet there, but there's nothing we can really do with it. I don't know if anything ever attacks you in here. The stall is locked. Is someone inside? Pick up the repair patch? Yes. Pick up the ammo? Yes. Pick up the repair spray? Yes. Mark the door. Yes, that is an enemy. No, she did not notice me. Yes, I am sprinting as best I can anyway. Service request form R90. Spatial navigation module. My mapping module is still defective and won't show me any map data. I keep getting lost on my way to work and back. I had to sleep in a hallway last cycle because I couldn't find the staff elevator to get to my dorm. Please, I can't find my way around this place without a map. EULR. Simple Universal Light Replica. Pick up the Mensa key? Yes. Look at that key. Temporary. S23 Logistics. Mensa access. Only for kitchen personnel. Use the Mensa key. By the way, if you're holding shift and you're trying to run even when your character is walking into the room, that does count as running and the enemies will notice you better. Pick up the repair patch. Pick up the ammo. Pick up the ammo. And yes, the game does not pause while you're doing that. Mark this door. Disposable stun prod. About the administrator. Due to recent events, some security technicians will be serving both work shifts and night shifts. Until an effective treatment is found or reinforcements are sent from HIMAT, we'll all have to stay strong and do our best to keep the facility secure. Failure is not an option. Storch, Saipan. P.S. Keep an eye on the administrator unit. Since the incident, he's been acting stranger than usual. Without the commander to keep him in check, we'll have to ask the Colibri for help. Pick up the West Wing key, and that, I believe, is who we're looking for. Alina Seo. I think that's who we're looking for. I'm not 100% sure about that. You don't look like you belong here. You're an Elster unit, right? The facility is currently on lockdown. You shouldn't be here. I'm to protect our controller on duty on this level. I don't know what kind of business you have here. But as you can probably see, we've got bigger issues right now. If you're looking for the commander, I have bad news for you. She got sick. Everyone else is getting sick too. That's really all I know about it. I'm sure the administrator knows more, but who knows where he is. I'm not going out there. I'm waiting here for new orders. Until then, I'm not taking any risks. So the reason why I did not equip a pistol is so I can shove people. I'm just gonna tackle my way through people. Pick up the broken key? Yes. Now, she might be right outside this door. Yeah. As long as I don't run, we aren't going to re-trigger her. But now we're at the exit. Getting the doors to open up again after you unlock them is always a little bit weird. This is the little icon to indicate that I'm right there, in case you can't see your character. This is probably the trickiest part, is dealing with these two. In fact, I should really go around back the way we came from, but it's not as cool. I do have a completely full inventory. You would think I should be heading back to the storage bay, but no, I've planned everything out. Mineshaft A access. I need administrator's key to call this elevator. Okay, we picked up broken keys. We'll combine them. Look at that. We still have one inventory space. Political morals class. Arrested in ongoing investigation. Stolen radio. Counter-revolutionary activity. Distributing flyers at university. And just a bunch of other things to show that this is kind of a likely an oppressive government. Alina CO. Confiscated. Cosmetic box with butterfly inlay. Collapsed at the workplace from exhaustion. Bunk was searched before transfer to the medical wing. Residence, dorm A61. And we were there earlier when we were... That's where we found her diary. We'll find bits and fragments of her diary throughout the area. Do not move until she's gone past you. This is another annoying thing to try to get through without getting hit. Frequencies. And then your character does record this, so that is good. All right, hopefully she's not right out there. She has struck me before just leaving the doorway. It sucks. See what I mean? Getting through that door is a pain. In fact, there's still one thing I have to do over there. Yeah, I do have an inventory slot. But now she's on the other side. That's good. So I can do this. There's a motionless body inside the cage. It's a motionless body inside the cage. Pick up the repair spray? Yes. No, I was trying to walk to east, but she like homed in on this door. Okay, that was my run. It was not 100% perfect. I mean, that was a pretty solid run, right? We still have a full inventory, but it's not time for us to run into the storage box area yet. We're gonna do this. Use the butterfly key? Yes. A mysterious artifact is placed in the box. Pick up the plate of eternity? Yes. This is not a cutscene. This is me moving it around, and this is the top speed I'm at. To Radio Officer Young, Station 6. Dear Iris, I hope you and Ariane are both doing well. I've spoken to the officials at Aeon, and they agreed that it would be best for Ariane to attend school in Sector C. I have a spare room she can stay in until she graduates. I know you two are inseparable, but we both know it is best for your daughter if she receives a normal education in the city. Love, your sister, Camilla. REM 64 Long-Wave Radio Receiver Module User Manual. The long-wave radio receiver module allows a replica unit to directly receive and process low-frequency amplitude modulation radio transmissions in the range of 50 to 250 kHz. The REM64 module is installed in the module slot behind the left ear of Generation 5 replicas. To access the module's functionality, open the inventory screen and press W to open the subsystem screen. The receiver module will show up on the far left here. To switch the radio receiver on and off, press F. You can adjust the frequency with Q or E. When the receiver is on, the frequency indicator will light up red, and the spectrogram bars will begin to move. When tuned to a station with a subcarrier signal, the signal label will ignite. When tuned to a station transmitting a data stream, the data label will ignite, and the transmitted data will display in the transcription field at the bottom of the screen. There's a replica radio module in the box. Radio module can receive radio transmissions on frequencies between 50 and 250. Access the radio module by pressing up on the inventory screen. When tuned to certain frequencies, automatically decoded message will appear in the transcription window. And that's all we can do. We can look at this door, which will say it's locked on the other side. That's about it. This introduces you to a gimmick in the game, is using your radio to make sounds. You can see the white box is on memory now. That's our journals. This is our diagnostics. So we can go over to the receiver. That's where it starts off. We're going to go and toggle the radio on, and it starts with this channel 100 is basically your forecast. We need to go to 160. That's what the thing in front of us said. Then we're gonna interact with it, and it's gonna boost this bar. Some kind of special looking mechanism. There's some sort of speaker in front. And yes, even though that was some weird thing, we now have a receiver. Maybe we always had this, who knows? Go and deposit everything again. Then we'll make our second save. I mean, I think you can save as much as you want. Okay, so this is a tree, and you might remember this frequencies page. It looks like a tree is 175.0, so that's where we'll be heading to. It always starts jumping. Now you want to make sure that you listen from the beginning. If you tune in the middle of it, it'll look like it's from the beginning. 91649 is very, very likely the code, but just in case, we'll wait. Yeah, 91649. 91649. And then we hit enter. Spin the dial. Pick the identification card? Yes. Look at it. It says Krankenflügel Stufzyklus. I'm not sure what any of that means. I'm assuming Zyklus Stuf's the name. Guard, Hospital Wing, Level 3. What? Okay, that was weird. Apparently, me shoving her was also the interaction button to enter the door, even though my character never walked through it. If you try to run without shoving her, she will get you. The one in front of us is pretty much going to spot us right away, but you can hook her. We tag that door yet? Just in case one of they get that. Here we are. Those were two tougher ones, but I'd rather do that than do the two hallways with the two people in them. Use the identification card? Yes. This is a missable. I'm not sure how important it is, but you want to go to 1 first. Then click the up elevator, and then you get to wait. You can look at it if you want, but he's just moving. You can even look out the window. Oh, it's already done. That's as fast as I can spin, by the way. You have to get the card before the door will open up. You have to wait for the doors to finish before you can leave. If you don't do this first, you try to leave, you try to go other places, you'll miss this opportunity to find 2 shotgun rounds. That's probably the most important bit for players. And then getting to talk to this person again. Ah, it's you again. I'm glad you're still okay. We found who you're looking for. I'm looking for someone too. My sister. If you see her, would you tell her I'm looking for her? Don't worry, you'll recognize her when you see her. Have you ever wondered if you're speaking to someone for the last time without knowing? I wish I could go back so I could say something else. This place is very strange, isn't it? I wonder what happened here. But it doesn't really matter. You don't need to worry about me. I can take care of myself now. I can't keep relying on others. That's why she left me, after all. I'm sure of that now. Is someone watching? Elevator's out of order. Alright, doesn't matter what you hit. You think you've opened up a whole lot of stuff. But no. You stop on 3. Let's take a look while we wait. Card impounded. Please contact administrator. Okay, new area. This one's locked from this side. Elevator's out of order. And there's a shotgun. And of course, your first impulse is to go to get it. You can actually get it, but we're actually just going to ignore it for a second. Come on, lady, you're slowing me down. Tag this door so it marks on my map. Need this document for later. There's nothing to make sense of it right now. We need this card. Repair spray, and she might even be right outside this door. Unfortunately, interacting with the door to unlock it takes 2 activations. And again, as you've seen, you can easily get hit trying to activate it twice. So I've developed some sort of wiggle maneuver. Fine. Do this while we're waiting on her. Unlock the door. Grab these things real quick. Oh, come on, lady. I actually need down there. Wait for her to pass me by. And hopefully she's just not going back down. Reservoir drainage instructions. With tank A full, here's how to equalize the reservoir. Fill tank B, then fill tank C with water only from B. And then this is basically the exact instructions you need. I was trying to read the other note, but I guess we'll do this now. There we go. Flood drainage system malfunction. Wall medical wing auras. The automatic equalizer pumps in the flood drainage system still appear to be broken, causing the lower level to be flooded. As we're currently focusing repair efforts on the east wing staircase structure, the drainage system pressure has to be manually equalized on the control panel in the pump control room for now. To drain the water, make sure that both the A and B tanks have the same amount of water in them and that the C tank is completely empty. You can see the water levels in the tanks on the control panel. Press the buttons at the bottom of the panel to move water between the tanks using the air pressure system. It's a bit tricky to get the 2 tanks equalized this way because you can only move all the water in a tank at once this way unless the receiving tank is full. With the pumps out of order, only tank A will fill up by itself. It's hard to look at my guide at the same time I'm doing this. I should have left the exam key on the table. It's fine. It's only slowed me down by like a second. Waiting for the people, the enemies, is a lot worse. Drop out the stun rod. Normally I'd be picking up the socket handle, so we're actually going to take that with us for the time being, and that should limit us on our... That should complete... Thanks, game. That should completely max us out on our inventory for this trip I'm making. Now there's more important... There's other important stuff down here as well. Like this entire... There's this area up here that has lots of good stuff. But we do need to head back this way with the sockets completed anyways. So there's no point walking that way right now. Still ignoring the shotgun. Use the examination room key. Not yet. Hold on. Pick up 10mm socket first. Because we kind of did the storeroom out of order, I guess, so I have enough inventory to pick up the auto injector at this moment. Otherwise, I had to pick it up after I combine. Replika a KL Stim N Soap for the Life. 2.0 milliliters package insert. Extremely potent for replica use only. What is Replika Stim N Instant Help and when to take it? It's a sterile solution in an auto-injector pen for emergency injection. KL Stim N instantly acts on the replica circulatory system, restoring system health. KL Stim N is intended to be used to avoid critical system failure in replica frames Generation 3 and up. The KL Stim N auto-injector can be used directly from the inventory screen. You can also equip the auto-injector in the inventory screen to the tool slot to use it on the move. To use the auto-injector in the move, hold C for the entire duration of the injection. When equipped to the tool slot, the auto-injector will activate automatically when the replica system would otherwise fail, preventing system failure and instantly restoring the system partially. Always seek medical attention after averted system failure. Sounds important. Did I read this yet? Quick curing construction foam. Since the ration plan has changed again, we're short on quick curing repair spray. Turns out we can make our own by combining coagulant K, those are repair patches, with normal expanding PU foam. Those are the repair spray. It won't expand as much, but it will harden instantly and make a fairly solid bond if you're in a rush to get some repairs done. You can use normal replica repair patches since they're a pretty easy source of coagulant K and just combine them with normal repair sprays. Only D is important, but we will go and take a look at everything. A is a gun, E is a hand, C is a skull, E is some device, I have no idea. D is the only one that I've made any sense of. We're going to toggle image mode, line this up with how we would normally see this. Black tip needs to be on the bottom right. You'll understand more when we print it out, but there's 3 dots on the right that can't be interacted with, so we need to imitate this card. We need to make that card. What's really cool is that screen is still lit up like that. I like that a lot. These kind of details are nice. Okay, there's another doorway over there, but we are not going to interact with it yet because we don't have all the keys. We just need to do with what we can. Storage bay here, save point, and our shotgun. But we're just going to bypass it for a second. We will get it. We'll get it very soon. Insert blank card to begin print. So we insert the card. This is the image we looked at earlier. If I didn't align it perfectly, you might have a little bit of confusion on how to do this. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and define the pattern. And if I remember correctly, it was, or if the solution is always the same, it's going to be this. And then right, down, right, up, down, right, up. Print pattern. And if you get it wrong, you can always reprint it. I guess it rebonds it or something. Okay, that's all there is to do here, but we will tag this door, of course. Deposit everything. And we're going to grab this shotgun. I'm going to equip it this time. It has 5 rounds. Actually, I shouldn't have equipped it because we might need to push this person out of the way. Okay, this is why we've equipped the shotgun. The first couple kills here. The smaller that box, I think the more damage you do. And we go in and stab her to death with our foot. Now we can loot this room. So we spent 2 shotgun shells. Let's see if it was worth it. 1 repair patch. A shotgun round. Another shotgun round. On easier difficulty modes, you get more ammo and stuff. Repair spray, and 2. So we basically get our shotgun rounds back. Just going to reload our gun. There's more doors to the right to check out, but again, we're not messing with that yet. Of course. Thankfully, the game's a little bit merciful, but again, if you're holding down the run command, even though you're not actually running because your character's automatically moving, it will count as a run and they will hear you. Unequip this in case she's right outside the door as well. This one seems to spot me a lot. I probably could have just gone through the water bathroom one. So now we deposit all that stuff we got from that one room, because there was a lot of stuff. We're going to take just the wrench. I should have gone the other direction. My plan is good. I'm just not living up to my plan. Because nothing in my plan has been wrong so far. Pick up this. Pick up this. Don't walk in the middle yet until you're ready to trigger monsters. It's fine. I'll pick it up in a minute. No, you do have enough time to pick up both items, but it's fine. Personal grievance. All the time. Medical wing. Elf keeps using my wrench and misplacing the 10mm socket. I have been reprimanded for not repairing the fan on the vent in the lower level, but I can't remove the vent cover without a 10mm wrench socket. I know she's doing it on purpose. There's a keycard lying in the vent, but the slits of the vent cover are too narrow for me to reach through. I don't think it is, but whatever. Maybe, I guess it could be. Use your feet then. There's got to be something you could have done, but alright. Pick up the air key, yes. Now, a really nice touch, it's right here, but it is clipping through the box. So yeah, they'll always rebury themselves. In fact, these guys will rebury themselves immediately. Okay, I didn't know that he would do that, but I've never actually missed and didn't get to pick up the item. If you're standing on the tile they pop out of, you will take immediate contact damage. Alright, we need to deposit all those goodies. So deposit everything. Keep the air key, keep the videotape, take the blank key and the water key. I need through that door, lady. I am so tired of them spawn camping me. Again, if you try to whip through that door, they can still get you. Well, that's why immediately I just try to shove them instead. Okay, we have the blank key. We have the water key. And the air key. We need the fire key and the golden key. Alright, so we're back in this region. So the reason we didn't do any of this other stuff is we weren't ready for it. Plus we were full on that one room. Auto injector, we've read this one already. Elena's Diary 2. Something is wrong. Nobody will tell me what's happening, but ever since I woke up, everyone has been behaving strangely. Protectors won't let me leave my room and return to work, even though the wound from my fault is already healed. I think there must have been an accident in the mine. I overheard two Yules whispering in front of my room that they're running out of staff. I'm worried that something has happened to Elster. I haven't heard from her in a while. Can't just sit around here any longer. Holding a seal. Use the video cassette. Now, even though the cinema bars haven't gone away, you can still be moving forward, and I try to because it's so slow walking. Pick up the golden key? Yes. And now we have the golden key. Yeah, that's how it works. There's just a document in that room, but we will go ahead and get it. Patient Euler, S2321. Patient complained about severe nausea and headaches. Admitted to hospital wing after vomiting oxidant fluid during work. Clinical picture in line with other recent cases among protector staff. While we still have no indication what causes this syndrome, we've observed similar developments in all patients. Most puzzlingly, development of the syndrome seems to progress similarly in both Replika and Gestalt patients. Initial admission test shows hypotension, high fever, and dehydration, internal hemorrhaging. Strong cognitive decline within the first cycle, alopecia and purpura. Within 5 cycles, skin will begin to peel in large patches. Decline of vision quality and ability to communicate may follow. Gestalt patients will usually expire at this stage due to infections, while results for Replika patients seem to vary. That's as far as I know is of interest in this room. I might get caught by this chick on the way out. Yep. So we'll just do this to reset her. Now these guys, if I walk up to them, they will probably wake back up and immediately aggro me. The reason why I didn't immediately run to the right after triggering her is there's another one over here. Saw that one already. Everyone's turned weird. I'm the only one left, I think. Will I get sick like the others too? I'm scared. I don't want to die. You look kind of familiar. Have we met before? At first, it was only Commander Falk who fell ill. Slowly, everyone started behaving strangely. I'm too scared to go outside. I don't want to become like the others. I don't want to die. This one is a little bit different. We need to activate the sword one. Again, I'll show you which one it is. Although I have it written down in my notes, so I don't have to do this. But I'm also trying to show you essentially like a walkthrough. 239. All right, so we'll go and do that. Four, 8, 3. Okay, so we obviously just tuned in at the end. That's why you can't just run with it. 7, 4, 4, 8, 3. Okay, that's what we need. Gonna turn that off. Then we have to look at this sword document and compare. So 7 is going to be Z. 4 is going to be H. And then 8 is going to be the unknown key, which is not going to be A, N, B, H, S, R, Z, K, or E. And 3 is going to be B. All right, so let's try this. We have Z, H, H, and then an unknown. So whatever's not these. It looks like it's not going to be A, not going to be B, it's not going to be R. Okay, it's probably N. Oh no, there's an N in the document. There's an E in the document, there's an A in the document, S in the document. Maybe it's always F. Anyways, there's F, B. So F was the only one that didn't show up in that sword document, the paper we had. I assume that you're supposed to use this to solve the blank card, because that lets you take pictures. Basically, it lets you screenshot your game. Pick up incinerator, room key? Yes. Yes, we will. Of course, it probably comes as no surprise to you that the incinerator is right behind the morgue. Okay. Of course, even though that there's really nothing of interest here, we still got to tag that door. come on. Fortunately, this hallway is clear. We already did these 2 rooms, now we just need to hit this last room, but we will tag this door. Again, to mark it on our map. This room has 2 tile monsters and a long-legged lady. Tile monster here and here. Proper disposal of corpses. As you've probably heard, there have been multiple accounts of bodies of decommissioned protectors spontaneously reactivating and acting in a defective manner. Based on November's autopsy report, it seems that all affected units showed some sort of cancerous growth in their organic components. According to her, unless completely incinerated, this growth may reactivate the replica even after it's been dead for hours. We don't know what causes this, and we're unsure who's affected. Can't keep up with incinerating all the bodies. Just 2 incinerators that constantly need recalibrating, so we're improvising. These thermite flares are able to melt through replica armor and burn the organic components from the inside. I've requisitioned more of them, but there was some paperwork missing, so we'll have to wait a bit longer. For this one, we take a look. We can't open this yet because they're cooking, but that is a key that we need. Let's take a look at the directions. To prevent damage to device and personnel, always use the correct CO2, gas, and O2 flow settings when initiating the shutdown procedure. Lowering the temperature incorrectly will stress material, may damage the incinerator, and can cause deadly injury. This incinerator is equipped with an automatic safeguard that will abort shutdown if temperatures outside the permitted range are detected. Shutdown procedure. Set CO2, gas, and O2 levels using the 3 rotary dials. 2. Initiate shutdown lever. 3. Observe temperature plotter. In case of incorrect settings, the automatic safeguard will abort shutdown. Adjust rotary dials according to warning lights, then initiate shutdown lever. If temperature is below the indicated line, a white light will indicate that the incinerator chamber can be opened safely. Let's see if it's the same as my earlier run through. 3 to the left, 4 to the right, and 7 to the left. 5, 6, 7. So if you get it wrong, yeah, so we need to bring CO2 up more. By up, it goes to the left. We need to bring gas down more. That's to the right and up. Maybe I was off by 1. That's also possible. That because I double checked it after I left. So we need more CO2, and it again, it also could be randomized answers. It's good. No space. Oh, wait, seriously? Oh, I get it. Okay. When I wrote down didactic module, I didn't remember that as an item, so I just mentally thought that was a journal. So I'm 1 over my limit because I thought didactic module, if I'm saying that right, was a journal entry. So I'm 1 over my inventory limit. Okay. Let me real quick drop off some stuff and we'll be right back. Oh, come on, game. That sucks. That was so lame. Look how I'm bleeding already. That's a cheap shot because the enemy's patrol path takes her exactly into your character's waypoint for entering the room. Alright, I'm just gonna redo that whole segment and then we'll be right back. While redoing everything, I think I missed getting this poster for the recording purposes. This is behind the socket wrench. The all-purpose repair worker replica. Ara. Okay, let's hope we don't get hit by that cheap shot again. This is round 2. Watch her be right there. Okay, thankfully she's not. I've made like 3 saves in between. I didn't use any saves on the recording part, but at this juncture, just so that I wouldn't have to repeat everything, I did make several saves. Let me show another way to get past this check. Standing here does not work, though. When she's walking back, she will notice you. The best way I've found is to stand by that door. But in this case, if she's walking this way, you can just hide over here next to this glass. The game, I'm sure, keeps track of your saves, so I'm gonna feel lame, but I've made so many saves between now and when you last saw me, even though I've already done all of these things before. Okay, so we will want more pistol ammo. And drop off those, and drop off 1 thermite. This is going to be my loadout for the next thing. Let's go and make a save at this juncture. Even though I just saved probably less than 3 minutes ago. I feel lame, but I want to have to keep replaying segments. Oh, it was just because that one cheap shot. Looks like I can safely drop down to the room below. Down? Yes. I've practiced on her enough. I feel like I consistently do this without getting hit, but just in case. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inventory. If the game wants to give me cheap shots, I'll give them cheap shots. Also, I need to equip this. 1. Oh, darn it! I mashed C, that's why it said no use. So I was doing more than one. That's why I brought the 2 thermite. Okay, let's check everything I've got. I've got 13 rounds left. It's going to take 29 to kill him. I've already shot 10 into him and 1 bounced off. So I need another 19. I have 23 bullets. And some shotgun rounds just to back up. But now he has no more help, so all I have to do is just dodge him until he falls over. You just gotta make him walk around. If you actually run into him, he falls faster, but you take a severe amount of damage on this difficulty mode. Wow, you were too close to me, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna get moving. That stuff will hurt you. And on survival mode, you can't take very many hits. Just keep him running around, he'll get tired. Sometimes it feels like he can't shoot you, though, even though the pink line is blocked off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Might as well reload at this point. 4 shotgun shells is solid. 5 you might be able to get. 10 pistol rounds is pretty consistent. However, I feel that it's better to use pistol rounds on this guy. That was too close. He almost got me. If By the way, that's not my computer not running the game right. Those graphical glitches are because these monsters are otherworldly. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, I did 5 earlier in the top right corner. That's 29 shots. A visitor. Welcome to our facility. You've caught us at an unfortunate time. How can I help you? I'm looking for a Gestalt. A worker at our facility? Let me see that picture. Lena Seo. I believe she's one of our factory workers. However, you shouldn't have returned. I must have fallen asleep while waiting for Erica. Did she already go home without me? I wanted to get some books from the library together. I should check if she's still there. It's empty. The Yule always wipes it before I can get down all my notes, so I have to copy Erica's. I'm glad we're in the same class, even if it confuses the teachers. At the conclusion of this little cutscene thing, that'll be it for this first episode. And if you would please, I really do want to hear if you'd rather me give you a more horror experience and try to let you soak in the atmosphere, or if you would prefer I give you these really detailed walkthroughs of the entire thing, down to beating zombies with my bare hands and counting specifically exactly how many bullets I need. If you enjoyed the way I did this, please hit that like button. Thank you for watching Tran wins SIGNALIS. I'll see you next time.